everyone, it's Lindsay from My Crafty Plans. Welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome. Today I'm going to be going through my weekly planning routine. These are all of the things I do in my planner to get all set up for the week ahead. This is going to be for the week of October 2nd. We're going to start in my Moxie Life quarterly companion notebooks, where we'll break down my October goals into weekly actions. My October goals video is already out, so you can check that out on my channel if you missed it. Then we're going to get set up with a weekly overview. I am just feeling so enthusiastic about Moxie Life and the launch, so I decided to grab my flagship horizontal from this year to do a weekly overview spread. Plus, I really wanted to use some gorgeous fall stickers. I have so many sticker kits from last year when I was buying things for my sticker memory planner, which I don't do anymore. So I have all these gorgeous kits. Check this one out from Hello Petite Paper. I've got like a full vertical kit, which we're still going to be using in the horizontal planner. And then I also have some of the journaling pages. This is foiled in gold, and it's just absolutely stunning. Hello Petite Paper, one of my all-time favorite sticker shops. I've got like florals, like I said, journaling pages here, just so gorgeous, such rich fall colors. So I can't wait to play with that. I love stickering in a horizontal planner. And yeah, since while I was answering questions about the launch and talking about like the vertical versus horizontal and different things, I just realized I hadn't planned in here in a super long time. In the beginning of the year, this was one of my favorite planners to plan in, but it's been a while since I've used it. So I thought, why not just dive in? I'm still gonna do my weekly actions in my companion notebooks. I like everything to always be together. I mix up what I do as far as a weekly overview. Sometimes I use a planner, sometimes I just use a notes page, sometimes I use like a dry erase dashboard, all different things for a weekly overview. So I like to keep all of my goal setting stuff and my weekly actions all together in my quarterly companion notebooks. But we are gonna have some fun with stickers in here. And then we'll also probably plan for Monday, for October 2nd, which is tomorrow, in my Erin Condren Daily Duo as well. I've got a bunch of Simply Gilded washies also pulled out, and a bunch of fun pens and markers we can bring in. It's late Sunday night and I'm actually exhausted, but I really want to get this set up because I have a busy day tomorrow. So I'm actually going to do this as a voiceover plan with me. So I am going to throw this over to the voiceover and dive in. So diving into my weekly actions, I just took a quick look at my goals from October. I decided to skip reflections altogether. I'm still in a really weird space with reflections right now, but I had also just set these October goals, and my week before this was in a different companion notebook, which I had already pushed out of the way. And also I did the month end and quarterly reflections. So I was feeling pretty good, ready to dive in. I started with health and wellness because I had another dentist appointment this week. It went really super well, and I just have one more left, hopefully, fingers crossed, and then I'll be all done with getting my 4 front teeth, all of my previous dental work replaced, all new veneers and crowns, and I'm actually really excited to have it done. 1, because I think it's going to look really good, but 2, they can already see just from not having my old ones on for a couple of weeks, how much my gums have been healing. So I'm really just excited. I think it's going to be really good. And then the other thing in health and wellness is, again, I'm still just trying to catch up on all of the ClassPass credits and drain my account back down to a normal level before this month rolls over, and I don't want to lose any credits basically. But fortunately, that's been super fun. In the home category, the physical environment category, which we kind of just sped through, just pretty much the same old, still working on the basement renovation. And then in the fun and recreation category, basically we had 2 options for plans this weekend. 1 was this bouncing thing, which is what we ended up doing, and then 2 was the farm. So we're gonna go to the farm next week and do the whole pumpkin patch thing. But we had such a fun weekend, and then we had a little fam party with my husband's family on Sunday, and all the cousins running around, and we had a nice dinner all together on Sunday night. It was really great. And then on work stuff, a lot going on this week as well. I was scheduled to write a blog, an article, and it was actually the first one that I've written in a while. And oh my goodness, I was so rusty. I definitely feel like writing that style is a muscle. And if you don't practice when it's been a while since I've written anything, I can really feel it. On the channel side, I was getting everything ready for my Zebra Pen Michaels class. It's an online class. It's actually today. If you are watching this video right when it's released and you want to join in, there is still time. It's at 1 p.m. Eastern, and I'm really excited. We're just doing some fall leaf doodles, and then we're going to transform them into some crafts that are like really good crafts for kids. We've been having so much fun with them at home, so I was really excited for that, but I definitely wanted to practice a lot, and especially practice my live doodling, because that is definitely a little bit daunting. So fingers crossed that it goes well, and if you were there or are planning to be there, depending on when you're watching this video, definitely let me know in the comments below. Those were all the main things from last week. Everything else was fairly minor, just had a little bit of admin tasks in the various categories, and just all the same regular routines that we've been working on, that I've been working on all year, and just especially working on that screen time routine with the kids. Just feel like that's been creeping up, and start to feel like you can really feel the behavior impacts with, at least with my kids. So we try and really limit screen time, especially on the weekends. During the week, it's really not that much of an issue, just because of like the school and extracurricular activity schedule. It's just not enough time to watch that much TV during the week. But that was pretty much it for my weekly actions. I did just write reflections at the top of the next page over, the reflections page. I didn't do like the whole prompts and everything, but I am hoping to do a little bit of reflections this week, kind of just ease myself into it. And after that, I got ready to set up my weekly overview, pulled out that horizontal, and got to stickering. You're actually going to get to see pretty much this entire spread, because what ended up happening is I couldn't remember my meal plan. I had already set my meal plan because it was late Sunday night, and I usually set it on Sundays during the day when I'm unpacking the groceries. My husband does our grocery shopping, and then I make the meal plan while I'm kind of unloading everything and taking a look at everything that we have. But it was late and I was tired, and I didn't feel like walking downstairs to check it. So I was just like, well, I'll just come back the next day. I'll just come back tomorrow at some point and finish it out. But then with my dentist and then writing, I never got a chance to even write it down, or like I just kind of forgot that I planned to do that. And so then on Wednesday morning, I went to do it, and I was just like, oh, you know what? While I'm here, I already know like a bunch of other plans, so I'll just film that as well. And I ended up just filming the rest of the spread and just filling out everything. There's going to be like a little bit of blank space of stuff left to fill out, like the meal plan for the end of the week and a couple of checklists and stuff like that. But I do end up putting down like every single sticker film. So you'll get to see what the finished spread looks like, which I'm really happy about, because these stickers are just so beautiful. So I love how this turned out. So I just started by putting down like all of the things I knew in advance. I was putting down some stickers for exercise classes for ones that I had already signed up with. I've actually just been signing up while I do my weekly overview spread, because the class window, sometimes it doesn't open until a certain point. So that's actually been really helpful. When I sit down and put them in, I'm also signing up for them on the app. There was one where I was on a wait list and I actually didn't end up getting in. It worked out fine. That was the Friday one. I was so sore by the end of the week that it's fine that I didn't do it. But yeah, that I end up repurposing that sticker for something else. And then I'm just putting in our regular weekly activities, all the extracurriculars, and just marking in the little bubble like that those are the activities that my daughter has that the other kids don't have. And then on Thursdays, everyone's got piano, and on Sundays now we've got my two oldest have activities, but different activities at the same time, which has been super, super convenient. They're also really near each other. So like one parent can do all of the drop-offs if we need that. Or what most weekends, what we've been doing is that my husband will take our youngest with him to drop my oldest at Hebrew school, and then they'll go do grocery shopping and errands, and I will take my son to tennis, and then we'll all meet back up at home to unpack groceries and have lunch. And it's worked out really well that way. But we actually didn't do that this weekend because we were having a big family. I thought it was going to be a barbecue. Ended up making like Italian gravy, like a really hearty, meaty red sauce, which is something that we just absolutely love. And my husband had requested it. Turned out so good. Making that instead. So we still had a really, really yummy Sunday night dinner with the fam, but we did not use our smoker. But it was still totally delicious. And I always feel like it's a little bit of pressure cooking for my brother-in-law is actually a chef. And so it's like good stamp of approval when he likes what you're cooking. I also had all of these mild liners out. This is actually the color palette that I'm using for the doodling class, and it was sitting on my desk and it matched the stickers. So I was like, let's bring in some color here. And that will be where my meal plan goes. That's usually what I use that box for when I'm using this planner. And then the only day that I could remember for my meal plan was actually Wednesday. On Wednesdays, because my daughter has tennis like late in the afternoon, and it's a whole shuffling carpool thing to pick her up and take her to tennis. So I have been trying to do like an easy dinner, something in the slow cooker, or something super easy that's prepped ahead of time. And we had one of those one of those fridge heat and serve dishes from Costco, because my husband had been to Costco over the weekend. It was for birria, so we made tacos. Oh my gosh, they were so good, and I was so excited for them in advance. But yeah, I literally couldn't remember anything else on my meal plan, so we just left it blank, and I filled it out later. Totally fine. It's downstairs on our fridge, so that way I always know what I have to defrost and get ready and all that stuff. So it's really, I think that's like the best place to have the meal plan, but I do like to have it in my planner as well. And then I'm just filling out the tasks, transferring that over from the weekly actions, and also creating a habit tracker for the week as well. And then I'm just going to throw a bunch of color in there just so that it like looks a little bit more matchy with the spread. I just had fun with the highlighters. I wasn't using any color coding system, just going in order. That was pretty much everything I knew in advance. I'm just going to end this part of the video with a little bit of washi, and then I'm going to plan for Monday, and we can talk about Monday. And then again, after that, I'm going to come back to this planner and we will update it, and you can kind of see how the week went. So I decided to use more of the washi because I didn't really use any washi in the spread except for right at the bottom. I really love this pumpkin one. So pretty. I have just the fall releases from Simply Gilded. I feel like I say this every year, but they were just so good. Monday was a super busy day. So Monday mornings I have a work thing that has to publish like first thing Monday morning, and it's mostly written already. I just have to like give it a last update and then send it off to the editing team, and then they publish it for me. So I do that before I get the kids ready for school. Then after the bus drop this morning, basically I just wanted to focus and get all of my work done for the day, all of my other work done that I needed to get done, because I didn't know how long I was going to be at the dentist. And the first time that I had gone there, when they were like first taking off my old dental work, I ended up being there for over 2.5 hours. Wasn't supposed to take this long this time, and it didn't, but I did think it was going to be a longer appointment since they were taking all of the molds for like the dental work that's going to be going in and this other stuff. And I was also getting a regular teeth cleaning. So it was just a whole thing. I ended up being there for about 90 minutes. So definitely a long dentist appointment, but not as long as before. And I just wasn't sure what I would have time for in the afternoon. So my main goal was to get all of the work done in the morning and then just leave the afternoon kind of like light and just work on admin and different little things as well. It's like so exhausting when you get back in the afternoon, especially after being at the dentist for a while. I was like feeling very stressed about the whole thing. All good. This dentist appointment went way better than the last one, and we're like all back on track and everything. So everything's good. I did decide, since I had the stickers out and I didn't think I was going to get to use very many of the full boxes in the weekly spread, to just pull some of them in throughout the week. It's just like so pretty. I always feel kind of guilty using a full box in a daily planner, but I have them and I'm using this kit, so I figured why not? And then I just brought in a little bit of color to get things highlighted as well in here so that it all kind of matches and goes together and I can emphasize various points of the day. But yeah, it was a super busy Monday, but I did get most of the stuff done. And then on Tuesday, like I said, I just started writing so much, and then I just ended up writing for most of the day. So I never even came back to like look at my planners again. On Wednesday, I hopped back in here, and the first thing I did was get all of my meal plans in, which at this point I had already eaten them. So I had a little bit better of a memory. Although I swear without my meal plan calendar, I would often forget what we had for dinner, even like the night before. I don't know why that's such a hard thing to remember. I don't really like to back plan in my weekly overview planner. Like that's not the purpose of this. I'm not trying to create like a perfect stickering spread. This is meant to be forward looking. That being said, because I was using stickers and filming, I did want it to like look nice. So I'm just going to fill it out with decorations and one main theme of the day. That's often how I will backfill a space in the weekly overview spread when I didn't end up really using it for that day, but I still wanted it to be filled out. And on Wednesday, I did like a bunch of filming. Once I had gotten my freelance work done, I just tried to catch up. I had so many packages to like unbox and haul and film with. It was really, really a fun day. And then I also did some errands as well. And then on Thursday, I had a work call get scheduled, so I wanted to pop that in. I had a couple of work calls pop out throughout the week, I think. One on Thursday and another one on Friday. And then decided at this point that on Saturday we were going to go to this bouncing thing. It's called Bounce the City. It's a touring attraction. If it ever comes to your city and you have kids, definitely check it out. It was so much fun. The kids had a blast. We had signed up for like the early morning session because that one is for kids 7 and under only. And we didn't think my youngest would be able to do it in the regular session. So we were really glad that we did that. But then also we got really lucky because the weather was not great, which sounds like a weird thing to say because this was an outside activity. but it was really quiet. There was not a ton of kids there, and we just had so much fun. The kids absolutely loved it. They were so completely exhausted after too. If you Google it though, you'll see like what it looks like online, and it's totally insane looking. It was super, super fun. That's pretty much it for the week. So I just went through with a bit more deco and got everything kind of just decorated up and finished out. Nice to have the stickering done because then I can just go ahead and fill in the boxes and checklists as needed throughout the week. Also just check in with my habit tracker while I was filming and looking in on everything. All right, so here's how the spread turned out. This is pretty much finished. All I have to do is like kind of fill in the rest of the meal plan. I have like a little bit of extra space in case I need it, and keep up with my habit tracker. So this will stay open on my desk for the rest of the week. I can also show you where I'm at with my daily planner. So here was Monday and Tuesday and then Wednesday, which is when I'm currently filming this outro. And we also have my weekly actions. So that is everything for today. I hope you enjoyed planning with me, getting to see a little bit more of my stickering in the weekly overview. I just really love this. Such a pretty kit. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. You can also check me out on Instagram and TikTok at My Crafty Plans to keep up with everything in my planner. Bye!